Hi, this is Susanna George of second year B.Ed from the Bhopal School of Social Sciences. Today we are going to discuss a topic from 4th standard geography, which is rotation and revolution. So these are the movements of the earth that are extremely essential for our sustenance. So we will learn more about it in this video. First of all, what is rotation? The movement of the earth around its own axis is called rotation. So as we know that earth is not a stationary, not in a stationary place, it's not just standing, it is going around in a very high speed. And this movement, when it goes around itself, its own axis, this is called rotation. Have a look at this picture. Right here we have our earth, and this is the axis around which the earth moves. So axis is an imaginary line. And we can understand that this earth moves from west side to the eastern side. That is the direction in which it keeps moving. So earth, when it moves around itself in its own axis, is called rotation. As we know, when we move, when we use a top thing which we play with, we can see that it goes around itself, and this is something that even the earth does. So this imaginary line called axis, it goes from the north pole here to the south pole here, and because of which we can understand that it is going around itself, and the motion is from west to the east. And because of this motion, that we have our day and night. When the earth is in the position when the light of the sun is hitting on it, that time of the day is called the day, and the other side, which is not getting the light from the sun, is the night. And one whole rotation takes a total of 24 hours, that is one day. Here we have some of that written down. Earth spins on its own axis from the west to the east, as we already said. The spinning of the earth causes day and night. Axis is the imaginary line that goes through the earth, joining the north pole and the south pole, and the earth takes 24 hours, which is one day, to rotate about its own axis. And anytime half of the earth will receive light, and we call it day, and the other half remains dark, which is the night. I hope with this you have understood what is rotation. Next we will move to another important movement that our earth makes, which is called revolution. Okay, revolution, it is the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed orbit. Okay, so revolution means the movement of the earth around the sun, and it happens in a fixed orbit. Let us have a look at this picture. Right there we have the sun, and this line that we see is called the orbit, and that is the path in which the earth moves, and that is called revolution. Let us see it more in detail. The path through which the earth travels is called the orbit. So as we already said, through the orbit the earth goes, and that is the path it follows. The orbit is oval shaped, as you can see in the picture clearly. It is oval shaped, and the orbit. Next, the earth takes 365 and 1/4 days to complete one revolution. This is called a solar year. So I hope you understood what a solar year is, that the revolution takes 365 days, almost like a year time. The earth takes to go one round around the sun. So one revolution takes 365 and 1/4 days to complete. Okay. Next, the hemisphere closer to the sun during the revolution receives summer and the other hemisphere receives winter. So this is a phenomenon that we need to understand. How do we get summer and winter? And this picture will make things very clear for you. Here this line that we see is the equator. This is the middle part of our earth. It is called the equator, and the area above this is called the northern hemisphere, and the one that is down here is called the southern hemisphere. So the earth is divided into northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. When the revolution takes place, we can see that earth is a little tilted, and because of which either the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere receives more of the sunlight, and at other times it does not. So whichever hemisphere receives more of the sunlight, that becomes the summer season for that area, and when the southern hemisphere receives sunlight more, it is the summer in that area, and the rest of the part of the world receives its winter. So I hope you understood the things that we discussed today. First of all, rotation. How does rotation take place? Next, we discussed about revolution. How many days does it take? And some things related to that. How do we get day and night? And how do we get the seasons, the summer and winter seasons? I hope you understood and this class was beneficial for you. Thank you.